Okay. Welcome members of the ever-growing VR Horde. My name is Rex, this is Eyes on VR, and this is my face. We don't see it very often on the channel anymore, but speaking about what we're going to today, I kind of need to make an appearance because we're going to be talking about this. Here we go. Oh Lucy, I'm home. If anyone ever gets tired of that, you send them over here and I'll tell them why they're wrong. Oh, I'm out. Being able to be adjusted for any gun in any game on the fly with a nice price point and a pump action shotgun feature, the Uni Gunstock certainly is something to see. I'm never getting tired of it. Now, as per our YouTube overlord's demands, I have to tell you that I'm not being paid to look at this. Even if I was paid, I'm going to do what I do best on this channel, and that's tell you the truth and tell you whether this is garbage or whether it's worth your money. So I'm going to talk about everything that makes the Uni unique.
Oh!
That, of course, is the pump action shotgun ability, but it is also the ability to change this entire gun stock on the fly during gameplay in seconds. I'll also talk a bit about how the Uni came to be and who makes it, but I will also talk about what makes this the same as every other VR gun stock on the market, i.e. you get everything you can have with other VR gun stocks, but with a lot of added bonuses. And of course, I will show you where you can buy one of these beasts. I'll also link you to the Discord that is dedicated to the Uni Gunstock itself, and of course, timestamps are in the description below. The Uni is made by one man who only goes by the name UF. He is a lover of video games and VR alike, just like me, just like you, maybe not you, I don't know, but he wanted to create a one-stop shop gun stock that could be used in any game with any weapon, including pump action shotguns, whether the game has gun stock calibration or not. And boy oh boy did he deliver. Ooh, there you go. Oh, that was a headshot. So the Uni is a combination of 3D printed parts and aluminium, or aluminum if you prefer. Whoa. I'm always a bit wary of 3D printed parts on gun stocks because you never really know how strong they're going to be, but I can confirm that the Uni is pretty strong. I mean, I've put a lot of pressure on it with my chunky ass self, and it's never faltered on me at all. The stock is nice and strong, and it sure can take a battering. The same goes for the controller cups that you get with the Uni as well. They're nice and strong, and I've had this thing for over 2 months, and it's always held strong with no problems. So now I'm going to talk about the adjustability of the Uni, and that will lead into the pump action shotgun side of things, because they both fall into each other when it comes to functionality. Come on! Come on! Ha ha! I'm out of ammo! Right, so straight away I can tell you the Uni is the most adjustable on the fly VR gun stock I have ever seen, and believe me, I've been through a few gun stocks. And I know people familiar with stocks and using them, people who have their favorites will say, you know, other gun stocks are adjustable as well, it's not just this one. And that is fair enough, but at the end of the day, talking for a few seconds, like if I just picked up a new gun in a game or started a new round with a new setup, I've adjusted it, it's done, it's locked in, and I am good to go. Lord knows what gun has a configuration like this in a game, but you see what I mean. It took a few seconds, and that was it. I just popped that up, down we go, no problem. Up and down, lock it back in, no problem. This is one of the greatest selling points of the Uni, because people do this, and so do I, with gun stocks, and you avoid playing things like gun games because you never know whether your VR gun stock is going to line up with the gun, every gun, in a particular game, so you just don't use it for things like gun game. But with the Uni, it doesn't even matter. When you get a new weapon, you've killed someone, it switches to something new, you can literally just take a couple seconds, adjust your stock, and for some reason in this configuration, you're ready to go. And now it's time for the main attraction, and that of course is the pump action shotgun part of the Uni Gunstock. No! No! Uh-oh. Oh.
God, duties.
This is absolutely thrilling, and it opens up a whole new dimension for using pump action shotguns in VR. And I know other gun stocks do their jobs really well that are out there, but they restrict you into not being able to use pump action shotguns. Half the fun of VR is realistic weapon reload, being able to cock your gun, use the slide release, all of that stuff. But pumping a shotgun is something you can't do with a physical feel, and that's horrible. But now with the Uni, whether you're playing Contractors, Pavlov, H3 VR, After the Fall, Tales of Glory 2, it doesn't matter. The pump action shotgun restriction is gone. And playing multiplayer with this, oh man, it's fun.
Hello?
It's so fun to go into multiplayer and start destroying people with this gun stock and with a shotgun. It just, I can't even tell you, like it just, obviously you want to know how it works and I'm gonna tell you. So basically what happens is when you're here, say you're, let me just tighten this up nice and quickly. Say you're using it as a rifle. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. And then suddenly you switch loadouts, or you pick up a shotgun, or you're in gun game, switches to a pump action shotgun. No problem. All you do is just twiddle that and you're off. Bang, 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 bang. Ooh, an head. No problem at all. And what's really great about this is that it uses this elastic at the end here, but that gives you a tension when you cock it back like that. That just another new dimension to the new dimension of using a pump action shotgun with a stock. Physically, no problem. But that tension the elastic pulls on you, it's great. It makes you want to do it. It makes you just want to bang, 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 bang. And if you're worried about your controller coming out of the cup while you're going crazy doing this, don't worry about it. You can always lock your controller in. Like for example, it's locked in now, so I can hold the whole stock via this control. You can't really see. Via the controller, no problem because it's locked in. But if you need to reload, just slap. It's shells, shells, shells. You're in, do it, bang, 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 da, 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 da. Unlock, you're off again. No problem. Easy peasy. See, there isn't much to say about the pump action ability. It's sorely lacking, we needed it, and now it's in, it feels so natural to use that it's just there. What's great is I can go from a rifle to a shotgun without hesitation. Before, if I was ever in a situation where, say, I was out of ammo, I'd run dry on a rifle, the only thing around was a pump action shotgun, I'd have to completely bail off the stock that I'm using and go freehand like this. My accuracy goes down a bit. It feels completely weird because I was holding something for the whole gaming session, now I'm not. But with this, you don't need to hesitate. Just grab that shotgun and go for it. Now, speaking of adjustability and moving your controllers around, let's talk about the cups for your controllers. Now, these are 3D printed, very solid. I've had no problems with them. Slide my controller out here. They've even got little rubber paint on the inside to keep a nice grip on your controller when it's in there and stop it from being damaged. I'm obsessed with knuckle straps or hand straps, whatever you want to call them, on VR controllers. Ever since I've got them, I've been obsessed with them. You get better grip, better hold, everything just feels so much better, so much stronger. And I had a talk with him because originally you couldn't use them with the Uni, which was a real shame because I use these all the time. Suddenly not using them, it felt really weird to use this stock, and I knew that I didn't want that to get in the way, but I have a lot of people that I talk to that also are obsessed with knuckle straps as well. So I talked to him, and fortunately, there's now a little slot in the bottom of these cups here where you can put your knuckle strap through. And once I used them with the Uni, oh, it made it feel 100 times better. So much more solid, I was gripped, I was engaged. That might just be me personally, but I'll tell you right now, knuckle straps are a game changer, folks. Now the cups come with extra bonuses. Now they are attached with magnets, of course, as most gun stocks are, and I know people are saying, yeah, that's nothing new at all. And it's not. I know some people, for some reason, are really put off by the fact that gun stocks are using magnets. When things are getting really intense, I've seen it before, and I've had it with some other gun stocks where it's been really intense. I'm really gripping on tight to everything, and suddenly the magnets have just popped away, and my gun stocks come off, and I'm dead. I've lost the intense moment I was having because it just came off. But the Uni has got you covered here. It's got a little fail-safe to stop that kind of thing happening. If you take a look at the cup holder on the Uni itself, you can see there's a little slider on the side of it. And this slides a small piece of aluminium into the bottom of the cup. And as you can see, the cup with the controller has a hole in it. This bit of metal slots through the bottom. So it is absolutely impossible for you to have your controllers come off. No matter how hard you pull, they will not come off the gun stock because they are locked in place. So no matter how intense it gets, you can keep accurate aim locked in, bang, 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 and it's never happening. It's not coming off. It won't do it. The magnets are strong enough by themselves. It's not imperative that you use this lock on them to keep them in place. If I slide it over, it's now unlocked. I'm still nice and firm in, I can still shoot everything no problem, but I can reload, do what I need to do, and go back to everything as well. And I'm still not having, I'm still not having too much of a problem here at all. They're strong, but they're not too strong. But when it gets intense, no problem. I often just bash this on my leg to do it. I'll be shooting and I'll be like, oh, it's unlocked, bang, bang, do that. Bang, bang. And then if you need to, you can always just unlock them both. Easy now. You can unlock them both. Grenades.
Hey, could you hold that? Oh, it was so worth it.
And then put them back in and off you go. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about what makes the Uni the same as other gun stocks. You know, why it is still fine when you are just using a rifle. It's not all about this shotgun ability. For people who are not familiar with gun stocks, obviously the question is, does this make a difference when you're playing a game in regards to accuracy rather than just the novelty of holding something? And yeah, absolutely. Your accuracy goes up. I mean, I did a video, it's an older video on the channel, but I did one and the message is still relevant about whether gun stocks make a difference or not in games. So you can check that out here. It's absolutely great, nice and easy. Bang, 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 bang. Everything's fine, no problem. It's solid, it's easy. I can really put that into my shoulder and it's absolutely no problem at all. And like I said, adjustability is fine, so you can use any rifle anytime. It means you can pick up weapons, which is very, very nice. But that's not all. There are things that you can do that will permanently sort of be more in place with the Uni before you go in game, when you start changing where the butt is and then where all the controllers are and all of that stuff. And really it actually does come down to the butt, but it's more it's more the position of it. So if I unscrew these here, I can do this. It's a bit stiff because I've had it in the same place for a long time, but it's nice to know that it's a tight fit. You can, just like that, screw that back in there, slide that here, do that. You can adjust the length of the butt, and I'll move it in for getting out of shot. So you can make it a lot longer if you want to. Also, this end of the butt here, I've extended it by more than halfway. I've got bigger shoulders, bigger pits, and most butts that come on gun stocks are a bit too small for my liking, so it's nice that I can extend this. I can extend it even further here. All it does is there's an Allen key in the bottom here where you can just screw it and line it up with the right holes. So it can go even longer than this, but it means you can have it as short or as long as you want it to be. And you know, it's just nice to have that extra customization to fit basically anyone who's going to try this stock. So as always with this channel, I've got bad things to say. Whether it's a game or it's hardware, nothing is perfect, and we're all aware of that. Hitman 3 VR, am I right? The Uni things aren't too bad. Overall, it's really, really great. It's a solid piece of gear, and it's that shotgun thing. It's amazing.
That is sexy.
But the adjustability as well, you know, it's an all-round really great gun stock. My issues with it are thus. This right here is the sling that you get with it. You just put it around your neck, you know, it's a one-point sling, if you will, and that's not for me. I normally have mine set up with a bigger sling that I actually already own, and I put it on the end and turn it into a 2-point sling, because this This just hangs off my neck really weirdly, and I don't have the support on the other end of the gunstock, and I'm just not a big fan of it, quite frankly. Don't get me wrong, if you don't have a sling, then this will do the job for you. It's not for me. I wasn't really a fan of it, and I swapped it out. Other thing to note is that on the end where the gunstock holds the piece of elastic for the shotgun attachment right here, if you are a bit too violent with it, it can fire off. If you pull back really far when you're pumping a shotgun and you let go of the controller and it just automatically flings back because of the tension of the elastic, this plastic bit will shoot off. Not all the time, but it has done sometimes for me when I've gone a bit crazy or I've shot someone and then I knew it was over, so I've pumped the gun and I've just let go of my controller. It's just kind of fired off the end. It is a better piece than it used to be on the first version of the Uni I tried. So the dev is always making improvements. That's the thing. The creator is always changing things, and eventually there's going to be like a pro upgrade package that you can buy that will give you, newer or better versions of things, because things are always changing on the Uni. He's always improving things and taking feedback and listening to that, like with the straps, took that feedback and implemented it almost straight away, and it's awesome. But the main core of the Uni will always be the same. It's just a pro package will probably include something like a newer, thicker or robust butts, or maybe a newer clip for the end. Something like that where you don't have to keep buying new Unis every time different things come out, because that's, kind of taking the piss, isn't it? So if you're still watching, you probably want to know where you can buy one of these beasts and exactly how much it is.
Just quickly, something I forgot to specifically mention in this review, strangely enough, is that the Uni right now is only available for the Oculus Quest 2 or the Meta Quest 2, whatever you want to call it, and that is because that is the headset that the creator has. If you have a different headset like a Vive or an Index or a Rift, I can't promise anything, but maybe it will be worth reaching out to him through the link in the description to the Discord about the Uni and seeing whether you can work something out with him.
Well, what I've done is I will put a link to the Uni website down in the description below, so you can go check that out. That's where you can go and buy it, take a look at details of it, all of that stuff. But I'll also put a link to the Uni Discord as well, where you can see progressions, updates, developments, and further versions of the Uni, and talk to the creator and kind of get a dialogue going with him if you need to. The price of the Uni is about 89 euros. That's about 75 pounds or about $100. Now, postage will vary wildly depending where you live because the creator is in Europe. But don't worry, there's many options, from super fast and expensive to a bit slower postage but much cheaper. If you buy one of these and you receive it in the post, it will come in a couple of different sections and you'll have to assemble it. Don't worry, I'll put a link in the description below where the creator has made a very intricate and well-made video on putting this thing together. And trust me, it takes about 5 minutes, and quite frankly, I only watched half of the video. I could see where he was going with it and put it together myself. It's really just the turn of a few Allen key screws and you're basically done. So anyone can do it. Now, the Uni isn't as cheap as some gun stocks out there on the market. Some that are quite well known are a bit cheaper than this one, that's for sure. And with the Uni having the pump action ability and is adjustable for any gun in any game, whether you can calibrate a gun stock or not, this is a very reasonable price point, I would say. The question is, would I recommend that you buy this? For 75 quid, you could buy a hell of a lot worse, quite frankly, and something that doesn't do half as much as this. I don't know whether I would have recommended this to people. It makes so many promises about everything. Oh, I can be used in any game, whether it can calibrate gun stocks or not. Any game, any gun, including pump action shotguns, blah, 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 blah. It's suspicious and sounds too good to be true in a lot of ways, but frankly, it does what it does and it does it well. It's not got its bells and whistles and it's not very flashy, but it does what it promises that it can do. And that's all you can really ask for. And at this price point, I don't think it's unreasonable. Quite frankly, I'd say buy it for the pump action thing alone, because it's just so satisfying and it gives you such a buzz when you do it. Multiplayer, single player, all of it. It's so great. I cannot tell you how awesome it is. The Uni will probably have changed depending on when you are watching this video and what iteration there is available at the time. The point is, the core of the Uni will stay the same. It will just be little things like screws and how you adjust it and flip switches and stuff like that that will have changed. The only thing really left to say or to ask is, what do you think of the Uni? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you like what you've seen, the adjustability? Do you like the pump action shotgun idea? Let me know in the comments down below. I've been speaking about it so much that it's time for me to go off and have some pump action shotgun fun. Which of course means that some hot dogs or some snowbreed are about to get a lot of buckshot in the face. With that, my name is Rex, this is Eyes on VR. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon.